Hello, my loves, and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 top tips to help reduce separation anxiety in cats. So if you haven't already subscribed to the Naturally Cats YouTube channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button along with the bell to get notifications of my new releases so you can help your cat with every video. So I'm not going to talk today about why cats have separation anxiety. I've got that in another video. What I wanted to talk to you about today is how to help them with it. Now, this video isn't about how to fix your cat, okay? This video is about how to support them because they are struggling emotionally. So it's about identifying that they have emotional needs that we as their guardians need to meet. So you may have seen videos that talk about hiding treats around the house or putting music on, and those things are fine if your cat enjoys that kind of thing. Once the treats are gone, the treats are gone. And sometimes cats want stillness and peace and quiet to be able to process what they're experiencing, just like us humans. So you've got to know what's right for your cat. So today, what I'm going to talk to you about are potentially complementary options, alternative options. So number one is about talking to your cat and telling them how long you're going for, telling them when you're going to be coming back, and telling them that it's okay that they can feel the way they feel. Now, I know not everybody may resonate with this, but I believe that cats are sentient, sensitive beings. And I believe that we can communicate with them and we can connect with them. They can understand us. So I believe it's really important for us to have that dialogue and that conversation and communication with them. Whenever I leave the house, I say to my 2 boys, Liam and baby Max, I'm going here, I'm going to be this long, I'll be coming home. Giving them that reassurance, A, for the kind of length of time block, and B, that I'll be coming back, that I will be coming home. So, it's about giving the person that you love, which in this instance happens to be your cat, love and reassurance that you are coming back to them. Okay, so that's number one, is to talk to them and to tell them. The second one is about getting stinky. So let me explain. Now, cats communicate in everything in their world via scent. They have the most phenomenal sense of smell. And they use this to navigate their environment. They use it to distinguish their territory. So have you ever seen your cat make a really funny face when they kind of curl their lip or they open their mouth a little wider? That's because they are working with the smell even more in a more concentrated way. So when you are leaving and your cat is anxious or they're getting kind of nervous that you're about to go, put things around the home that smell like you, because that is one of the best ways that we can support our cat with feeling safe, secure, and loved, which is essentially the opposite of what they're feeling when you leave. Okay. So the pajamas that you had on last night, put them on the sofa. The t-shirt that you wore yesterday, leave it on the floor. The jumper that you've had on for 2 or 3 days, leave it near their litter tray. What I'm asking you to do is things that you have worn, even your pillowcase, for example, has a concentration of your scent. Now, I always put my pillowcase into the boys' cat carrier when we go to the vets so that they've got something else that smells like me. So put things down around the home that smell like you and not just the normal stuff that's there, like the sofa and the bed. I'm talking about having these kind of concentrated scent markers that can help your cat to feel safe. So what you might notice is that when you come home, there's cat fluff on it because your cat may have slept on it, because it helps them to feel closer connected with you. And that's the aim of the game, right? That's how you want to help them reduce separation anxiety. The third one is about using dried herbs and flowers. Now, I'll pop a link below to my blog that talks about how to use dried herbs with cats. Today, I wanted to mention 2 herbs in particular, so valerian root and rosebuds. Now, get organic if you can, okay? Particularly rosebuds, because they can be like perfumed and sprayed with perfume to make them smell like rose. And obviously, we don't want to bring any toxic chemicals into the home, especially when you're offering them to your cat. Now, valerian root is brilliant for anxiety, all different types of anxiety. And it smells, I'll be honest, a bit like stinky feet. I don't find it pleasant. I've got some clients that love it. One of them has valerian tea before bed. I can't think of anything worse. So for some people, it's quite strong. Okay, let me put it that way. It's quite a strong smell. And it's pungent for humans, but cats love it. In my experience, I've worked with cats for nearly 20 years. Cats prefer valerian over catnip. Okay, so if you can get hold of some valerian root, even if you can't get the actual root itself, you can get the powder, that will be fine. Get a towel or a blanket, even a tea towel will do, and put it on the floor, like not near food, not near litter trays, somewhere where they've got space to rub and roll around. So we've got one in the dining room, and I've actually got one down here on the floor, but I can't move my camera. So you just basically put a really good lump. Now, not a pinch, like you're adding salt to a recipe. I'm talking about, a good kind of clump, almost like half a handful, okay? Because what you'll find is that some cats will ingest it, and that's absolutely fine. Everything's in my blog that you need to know about for that. Some cats will sit near it. Some cats will rub and roll around on it. It's helping them to deal with the anxiousness, the nervousness, the reaction that's going on in their body that is leading them to feel this way when you leave the home. Okay, so valerian root. The second one is rosebuds. Now, I've actually got my little tub here of rosebuds because these are wonderful. Now, you can get just petals, but I actually have the actual buds. Okay, and I've got a lovely waft of rose. What I find brilliant with the rosebuds is, one, the smell. So rose is the most nurturing and emotionally supportive botanical remedy there is. So even as humans, like, the smell of roses now, again, may not be for everyone, but they are very, very balancing, very calming botanical. So even as the dried version, what's great about this, if you get the buds, is that if you crunch it, it releases more of the aromatic particles. So yes, you can get the petals, but they're not going to have much smell with them. Now with this, it's about the smell. And what I also love about rosebuds, and this is what my boy Leo does. So every night before bed, I get a pinch of catnip and put it down here for baby Max. And I get 2 rosebuds from this tub, both kept in my office. Oh, there comes the little petals. And I stand on the top of the banister and I flick them for Leo down the stairs, and he runs and he plays with them. There are times in the mornings at like 4 a.m. when I hear him running up and down the stairs playing with the rosebud. And that's the great thing about helping your cat with separation anxiety here. So not only do they have the kind of calming and soothing energy of the rose, they can also perhaps be a bit playful with it. And again, play is a great way to help them with their emotional needs, when you're out of the house, and to give them that emotional support. So like I said, get organic if you can, okay, for rose, just because you don't want it to be a fake smell, essentially, and to happen for this to be covered in chemicals, which your cat may then play with, okay? So I'm going to just pause there and remind you that if you're enjoying this video, please come into the comments and let me know. I love to hear from the Naturally Cats community. I love to hear how you're helping your cat, how this has resonated with you. So come into the comments and let me know. Okay, so we've covered 3 so far. So talk to them and tell them how long you're going for, where you're going, and confirm that you'll be home. Smelly clothes, get stinky, get your smelly things around the house, okay? And then herbs to help them feel balanced. So valerian root and rosebuds. So the next one I've got is maybe not for everyone. So it's about using a picture when you're away. So this is more about, I suppose, if you're going away overnight, or maybe even for you, it is a few hours. Maybe it's the work day. It depends on the level of anxiety you're dealing with your cat. But it's about having a photo. Now, again, you can use it on your phone, or you can use, I look up here because I've got sticky pictures. Hang on, get one off the wall. Pictures of your cat, okay? I take 2 pictures of my boys, one of each, when I go away overnight. So it's about taking a moment when you're away and connecting with your breath. Don't worry if you can't do animal communication. It's not about that. It's about taking a moment, connecting with your breath, coming into the present moment, looking at the picture. This one always makes me smile. And just sending them love. Like, I love you. I'll be home soon. I miss you. You're okay. You're safe. Even with that, I can feel so much love in my heart. It's about sharing and sending energy. Everything is connected. Everything is made of energy. More on that on another video. But by using a photo, like, I can just tell my energy is calmer just by taking that breath, and connecting with baby Max helps me to feel closer to him, and he will feel it too. Okay, so it's about taking a moment, whether you're in the toilets on your lunch break at work, whether you're away overnight and you do it just before you go to bed. It's about using a picture and communicating and connecting with them. Okay, they will feel the love that you send to them. Trust me. Okay, and then the last one is about using color therapy. Now, I've got an ebook about this, which again, I'll drop a link below. I've got a couple of books that you may want to look into. There's one about crystals, one about color therapy, and one about herbs. And it's all about how to use them with your cat. Now, color therapy is really, really easy. All you need to do is look around the home and find some bits of color. Now, this could be clothes, it could be scarves, it could be jumpers, it could be fabric. I've actually been to the fabric shop and bought 7 colors of fabric. So each of the 7 chakra colors we've got in our house, I've got bits of fabric so that they can get washed and reused and cut up and put around the home, and really quite durable. Now, for this, specifically for separation anxiety, I invite you to use green and I invite you to use red. Couldn't get the red because Leah was actually asleep on it in the dining room when I went to record this video. So red helps the cat to feel grounded. Okay, so when you're away and they're nervous and they're scared and they're frightened, they're in potentially that fight or flight response, their root chakra may become really, really small. Okay, the roots at the bottom here. So red to help them feel grounded. And green because it's the heart chakra. So giving them a space to feel love, to support the energy here while they're separated from you, okay, while you're not connecting, because it could be when you're actually together, their heart chakra is so full of love and blossoms and energy just flows all the way through it. Yet when you're not in the home, maybe it shrivels up, maybe it closes down, maybe there's a blockage, maybe the energy is really small. So give them the opportunity with color therapy. Now with this, put it on the sofa, put it on your bed. Okay, really simple. And again, like the t-shirts and things, drape it around, see what your cat will do with it. Now, I do talk in the ebook about using like pens and post-its and stuff. In this instance, I would say try not to do that because you can't monitor the cat with it. So you don't want anything like my post-its here. You don't want anything too small that the cat could potentially chew or swallow, okay, because you're not around. So in terms of health and safety, that's why I've got nice big bits of fabric. Lay out a t-shirt, lay out some big piece of color that you can find, okay? And that again helps them energetically. And when they've got balance in their energy centers, in their chakras, they can manage their emotions a lot better. Okay. So I hope this video has helped. Like I said, check out the ebooks on color, crystals, and herbs. I'll pop a link below for the blog as well if you'd like to read more about how to use other herbs and to set up what's called a herb garden. But remember, your connection with your cat is the strongest sense of love and reassurance that they have. So tap into that and share that with them every chance you get. Connect with them, send love to them, and remind them that they are safe even if you're not there. Okay, my loves, I hope you've enjoyed this video and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye for now.